Hello, race fans, and welcome here once again to the USA Super Late Model Series. Here we are at the season finale here at Lanier National Speedway, and the guys they're just wrapping up practice here. Boy, it's a little cool out there tonight. 64-degree air temperature, winds at 2 miles an hour. That track temperature is a cool 71 degrees. It's going to take a little bit to get heating those tires tonight as they race around this .32 mile oval. And boy, the guys are hopefully they'll put in on a good show for you tonight. Of course, this is an open setup league here, and they actually have two faster pairs tonight, and we'll see how things shake out tonight. And let's go ahead and head on down to the track here and see who's out on track here. There's the 41 of Tyler Holden. He's currently 8th fastest with that. Oh, and there he goes. Oh, boy, good job. He just did miss the inside wall to hit the outside wall. Let's see. There's the 37 Nick King. That's lap of 12.869. Boy, I tell you, they're getting around here in less than, not even in the teens. I mean, under 13 seconds around this place here at Lanier. And actually, it looks like just about there's really nobody on track here, and you still got a couple of minutes to go, and so they may be having like a drivers' meeting or something. So while they're doing that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turn number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They both coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
All right, we're back here at Lanier National Speedway here with the USA Super Late Model Series. A couple of guys came out on track there. There's the 09 of Austin Teal. He's currently 4th fastest with that 12.697. And looping it around there a little bit. There's a 22 Michael Gordon. He's 7th fastest. And practice just about wrapping up here. Just a couple of minutes, and there's been a couple of more guys out on track here and there. Oh, getting away from him just a little bit. Got a little damage on that right front. You can see it doesn't take a lot. Let's jump on board with Mark Royer here as he dodged. He went by somebody there. And trying to get up to speed, get that 36 machine up to speed here. Things happen very fast here at Lanier, and there's just not a whole lot of time to react, and you really have to stay on your toes. On this onboard shot, you can imagine they'd never get a break. I mean, you have a little bit of a straightaway, but just constant turning and just race battling with the other drivers. And as always, they'll probably be battling the track just a little bit as well. Royer, he pits in. There's Mitchell Gordon. He's 7th fastest. Looks like we have about 14 cars in the server tonight. We have the admin race control also is in here. You'll see him in the lineup, but he actually won't be racing. And I tell you, folks, we hope that we are able to get this broadcast to you tonight. You know, we've got some storms here in my local area here, and so if things go black all of a sudden, you know why. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Okay, checkered flag is out now. Mitchell Gordon came out, but not really any time really to turn any laps. So now the server's going to roll over. And let's see if they're going to have, I'm not sure if they're going to have an open quali or like a heat race here. Let's see what they do next. I believe that air temperature is pretty much the same. Hasn't changed. Actually, the track temperature has dropped just a little bit down to 69 degrees. I believe it was in the low 70s when we first came on here live. And it looks like we're going to have live qualifying here going on. We got some guys coming out on track. There's Nick King. And you see some of the other guys, their lap times scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. AJ DeMarzo. It looks like he might be done. Nathan. There's Nathan Hall there. Looked like he's 6th fastest. There's the 22 Mitchell Gordon. See what kind of time he puts down. He's got a 12.755. Good for 4th fastest at the moment. Trying to improve on that. Let's see. Does he move up the order? Unfortunately, no. He's still 4th, and times did drop off just a little bit with that 12.874. And that's kind of looking like that might be it. So we're going to wait for the field to reset here. I believe they're getting ready to start a heat race here. Okay, now well, they're showing qualify. Let's see. The guys are getting ready to come out here. There's a little bit of an overlap in between the sessions, like usually about 2 minutes. And when they get ready to start the next session, it gives the drivers time to come out on the track if they have any last-minute adjustments they want to make to their car before they enter the track. Now we see the field. It looks like the field is getting set. I'm not sure. That was Austin Edwards. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing on the track there at the moment. There's Curtis Kenyon. Okay, there was still a little bit more time left in qualifying. As you can see, it's a 5-minute session, and it looked like everybody was done, but there still were a few guys that hadn't come out yet. So that's why we're seeing a couple of guys out there now. There's Austin Edwards. Oh, and he, well, not sure what's happening there, but he might have been trying to improve. And looks like now they have the checkered flag out, so I guess the race control has ended that session. And now the cars will grid up for their warm-up, 3 minutes of warm-up here. There's Austin Edwards making his way out. Followed by the 911 of Brian Korlacki. There's the 09 Austin Teal, and he's followed by the 22 Mitchell Gordon, making their way out on the track. The 41 Tyler Holden. There's the 5 machine of A.J. DiMarzo and the 2-car Jason Walton. Feeling that 18 machine around there. And boy, they're getting up close to that outside wall. We've seen a few guys make a little bit of too much contact there, and once you on a track this size, once you hit that outside wall, there's a good chance you'll be like a pinball, just back and forth from the outside. Oh, and there goes Edwards. Did he save it? Yes, he did. Good job there. A.J. DiMarzo in the 5 machine. Still 9th fastest at the moment, trying to improve on that time. This is just practice. This isn't qualifying now. They're just just getting their final settings done, because a lot of leagues will use what's called a fixed setup. Everybody uses basically the same setup, and there are small things that you can change. Your wheel settings on your actual race rig, and a couple of 2 or 3 little settings to that fixed setup. But in this league, they use open setup, so everybody can set the cars up completely to their liking to match their driving style. And DiMarzo into the inside wall there, and so everybody can just set it up to their liking and to suit their driving style. And they're using this time right here to just fine-tune their settings. And once we go to the race session, then everybody's setup is locked. And there are some in-race, setup changes you can make, but you can't make changes to everything. There are certain things that you would naturally see them make, like make a turn, a wedge in, a couple of rounds of wedge, or take out a couple of rounds of wedge, and things of that nature. Change the amount of tape on the grill and things like that. Okay, here we go. Time for your feature race here, and their cars are lining up here. And as they're doing that, we'll go ahead and take a look at the starting grid here. Mitchell Gordon will be your pole setter, followed by Jason Walton. And third, we have Brian Karlacki, Austin Teal, 4th. Mark Royer, 5th position. Austin Edwards in 6th. In 7th, we have Tyler Holden. 8th, we have Robert Duryea. 9th, Curtis Kenyon. A.J. DiMarzo rounds out the top 10. Nathan Hall is 11th. Nick King is in 12th position. And 13th, we have Marty Roberts. 14th, we have Michael Hill, and that's it. And because that we say Admin Arts Race Control, that's they're showing 15th, but they're not actually racing. So it's 14 cars out there tonight as they're getting ready to roll off here. Pace car will be rolling off here very shortly. And there they go. Or lead the field around. Of course, the lights are out on the pace car, so next time around we will be going green. Making their way down the back stretch here. They may be giving them a couple of extra laps maybe to get things warmed up. And nope, there's the pace car's in, waiting for that green flag, and we're racing here at Lanier. and takes them into turn ones and two. Boy, and they're getting stacked up back there behind them. Oh, and there goes the 09. Teal's in a little bit of trouble there. He's still rolling, of course. They'll try to hurt him get going before the field comes around and catches him. Oh, and who was that? Was that the 43, I believe? Yeah, Austin Dury. He's also involved in that. That did bring out the caution. Like I said, things can happen very quickly here. Let's go back to the replay here, see if we can see what happened here. We'll slow it down, and there's Michael Hill already, the 42. And I believe the 09 of Austin Teal was actually going to have problems before he got there. See, there's the 09. He's already spinning. And now guys are kind of piling up trying to avoid him. And there's Duryea. He already went by Teal, but it looks like he might have had a little help going around there. There's the 5 car turning the 43 around, 28 trying to get by him. And he's going to just tap the inside wall there ever so slightly, not a whole lot of damage. Let's go ahead and bring it back live here. Now lap 5 of 150 in store for you tonight. I thought we had some. There's Tyler Holden. Thought I saw him on pit road, but looks like everybody's out now. Back up with your leader here. Let's see if the lights go out on the pace car this time, and yep, they did. So we will be going green flag on lap 8 when they cross the line. Royer's right there with the 22 of Mitchell Gordon. Not going to catch him napping out here. These guys get a lightning restart here. And we're racing once again here on lap 8 at Lanier. Gordon did make a fairly good getaway there. Royer's hanging in there with him. Field's starting to get a little spread out there. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's A.J. DeMarzo. He's running 7th at the moment. A little further back, there's the 9 of Austin Teal. Had that spin, no real big damage to the 09 machine there. He's working on that 28 car of Nathan Hall, trying to find a way around. Taking a look on that outside. Now he dives to the inside and gets the 28 easily as they go down there into the turn. Oh, we do have a caution. Let's see. It looked like it might have been Brian Korlacki there, the 911 car, running a little slowly there. Looks like he might have a little bit of damage on the left front, just a little bit. Let's go ahead and look in the replay here, see what we see here. Oh, and he just kind of went around there, hard into the inside wall. So no real damage to the 911 there. They'll stack up now behind the pace car, and looks like he's getting a wave around. Now, Korlacki, he was apparently he was 1 lap down because of that, and they went ahead and waved him around so that he'll be back there at the tail end of the lead lap. back up front with your leader, Gordon. Now led the first 16 laps of this 150 lap event. You know, Mark Royer, he'll be trying to find a way around the 22 machine. Him and the 18 Austin Edwards. Here we go, waiting for that green flag for the restart, and the lights are out on the pace car. He should be turning in this time. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. There goes the pace car, and waiting for the green, and we've got it. We're racing on lap 18. Gordon with an excellent getaway. Here comes the 18 of Austin Edwards. You know, he's been pretty fast in practice. Now trying to run down that 22 machine. Oh, got a nose on the inside. Can he make it stick? He's right down on that bottom. Got to make sure not to grab too much of that apron or it will turn that car around. And it looks like he's going to at least lead that lap there. And we do have a caution, but Edwards is now your leader. And let's see, I think that involved Nick King there. Yeah, that was Nick King. Let's run it back and see if we can see what happened to Nick there. Oh, it looks like Nick might have gotten to the back of the 09 machine there. And looked like he checked up just a little bit, and so he's still rolling. As he comes out of the turn there, that's going down the back stretch. Let's see what happens when they go down here in turns 3 and 4. Now here comes the 5 car of AJ DeMarzo. And you know what? That was close. You know, and that really looked close. Let's run that back again because I want to show you something. If that's what I think it was, let's roll that back. Let's go to the chopper view here. And now see that right there, folks? I'm not sure if you saw that. Those of you may not be familiar with online racing. Let's run that back so you can look at that closely. Those cars never actually touched. And that's a phenomenon known as net code in iRacing. Each one of these cars has an invisible box around it, and and sometimes when those cars get close and those boxes overlap, the software gets a little confused and it actually thinks that they made physical contact. And in this particular case, they did not. Now that's real contact there, without a doubt. But yeah, that was a very good example of net code, and I tell you, that is one of those things that you just cannot, you can't see it coming. You don't know if it's when it's going to strike, and it's just something that everyone is at the mercy of in online racing. And I haven't seen a whole lot of it here lately, and but it just reared its ugly head right there. That was an excellent example of net code. And so that's got Nick King back there to the back. Lights are out on the pace car here. And there goes the pace car getting ready for the restart. Got the green flag, and we're going once again. Austin Edwards with a good restart. Here comes Gordon and Royer. Royer looking to get around the 22 machine. Edwards in that 18 car. He's got clear sailing in front of him. He can definitely run whatever line that he wants to run. .36 taking a look on the inside of the 22. Oh boy, and they're making their way. Big pileup, and just about all the leaders there, the top 3 anyway, made their way through that. Oh man, that was that involved. Let's see, Nathan Hall was in there. Marty Roberts was in there. I think Robert Duryea might have been in there. Let's go back with Nathan Hall here, see what we see. And that's the 28 machine there on the outside, the black and blue car. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Let's go to his roof cam and see if we see something happening in front of him. And then we do. I can't tell who that is. Somebody got loose. That's the 42 machine of Mitchell Hill. And well, I'm sorry, Michael Hill. And yeah, that just caused everybody to kind of stack up there just a little bit. Oh boy! And he collected the 55, Marty Roberts there, and Mark Roberts just didn't have any place to go. We'll bring it back live here for you. We're caution here now, lap 31 of 150. It doesn't take long for these short track like this, less than a half a mile. It's not going to take long for these laps to wind off, and just anytime you can. It looks like Hall is going to get a wave around here, making his way through the field. So now Hall is on the tail end of the lead lap. That's going to leave Marty Roberts. He's going to be a lap down. Robert Duryea, he's also a lap down. He's in pit road. See, Royer, he's making his way in. One of the leaders there might be deciding he's going to go ahead and get some tires. What? Oh, maybe he got some fuel. That was a quick stop. Boy, that was an absolute splash of fuel. I mean, they barely got a chance to get the nozzle in there before he was off and making his way back out. Because you really, you might have time to change a couple of tires, but such a short track, even at pace speed, you could easily go a lap down. And here we are, green once again. Green flag is out. Now the battle is between Edwards and Gordon. The 36 is Mark Royer. He got stuck way back at the back of the field. Austin Teal having a good battle there with Curtis Kenyon for that third spot. Give it to Austin Teal now, trying to catch the 22 machine of Gordon. Looks like they got a lap car up there ahead of them. And he's staying high though. That was who was that? Marty Roberts, I think maybe. Now Teal, he's all over the back of Gordon, trying the high side. For a minute, it looked like he's going to try to make that pass on the high side. I mean, we've seen guys go high and then dip to the inside. Nothing doing for the 09 machine. He's ready to go, racing door to door. Here they go to the line. And, let's see, they're still showing him third there. Now second. He's got a nose ahead of the 22 car. Oh, and just tried to make that turn, and everybody piled up. We're still green. Oh, now we got a few more guys. Had some trouble. There's Korlacki. Got turned around again. Still no caution. Oh, and now the caution finally does come out. And through all of that, the 18 is still your leader, Austin Edwards. There's Austin Teal. He was down there close on pit road. I guess he just decided not to go in. Starting to develop a little bit more damage. They got a little bit of a connection issue there. You see him kind of blinking in and out, and when he comes back, a little bit of puff of smoke on the tires. That's a telltale sign there. Guy is blinking out just slightly. Now they're getting the field reset here. He has to go back to the back of the field here. Now he makes his way on the pit road. Marty Roberts is already there. Meanwhile, Austin Edwards, now your leader. We're close to 1/3 of the way through this race. There goes who was that there? I just saw go by. Was that the 42? No, that was somebody else. Wasn't the 41? Maybe it was there. Oh, it was the 43. That's who it was, yeah. Robert Duryea. Now he's still showing 1 lap down. He did get a wave round. Well, it's not enough to put him back on the lead lap. But as it stands right now, he would be the lucky dog after the next caution if he's not involved in that caution. Pace car is bringing him around now down the back stretch. It'll be lap 47 when they go green again here. And here we go once again, lap 47. We're racing here at Lanier. Boy, Edwards got a great jump that time. Look at the gap he got on the rest of the field. Oh, it looks like that was that did bring out that was Curtis Kenyon, I believe. I believe that was Kenyon that went around. Might not have been Kenyon. It might have been somebody else. Let's see. Yeah, they're showing Jason Walton in pit road there. Let's go back here with Mark Royer, see if we can see what happened there. That's the 36, and oh, my bad. I think I hit the live button by mistake. Let's go back and look at that again. And we'll slow it down just a little bit. There's a 36 on the outside, the blue and white car. He's got the 41 on the inside. There's Tyler Holden, and yeah, the Holden gets into the 36. Now that is the 29 up there, Curtis Kenyon. He got sideways, but he got into somebody else, and it straightened him out. No such luck for the 41. He goes hard into the inside wall. Folks are trying to avoid him. There's the 36 and the 42. 28, they all kind of pile in there together. Pretty much a bottleneck when somebody has an accident at such a short track, such as here at Lanier. Let's see, Roy, he's coming in pit road, and he does have a bit of damage now, a little bit more significant damage on that left front. Not too bad. I would say it's still a little more cosmetic than anything. Man, it looks like he got a little bit more fuel. Now, the amount of fuel you put in these cars, that can affect the handling of the car, and can move it from a loose condition to a tight condition, or vice versa, depending on, how much you had in there from the start. Lights are out. They're going to go green again. It'll be lap 53 when they cross the line. Edgewood leads them again on the restart. Oh, we got another caution here. Looks like this might have been A.J. DeMarzo, maybe. He's the last person that we show. Let's look at the replay for him and see if we can see. Here we go on the restart to look at the 5 machine there. And let's see, it looks like that was, now he had a little help that time, perhaps, by the 29, unless it was netcode again, but looked like he might have had a little help that time going around. Wait for the field to go by before he whips around and gets going again. Not a whole lot of time to get turned around. Let's take it back live here for you. Now we're just past the 1/3 mark here, 56 of 150. And so far we got 3 retirements: Teal, Walton, and Roberts. Edwards continues as your leader. Mark Royer, he was up there at the front, and he just hasn't been able to get back up there ever since he made that early pit stop. Continues to run down there in 9th position. their way around once again. Let's see if the lights go out on the pace car this time around. They're on the backstretch there. As they cross the line, and the lights are out, so we will be going green next time around. Okay, they're bringing them around here, and we're racing once again. Austin Edwards once again getting a very good jump up there. Wow, he's really separating himself. Mitchell Gordon trying to hang on. He's getting a little bit of pressure there from Curtis Kenyon now. Kenyon is on the charge here. Looked like we just saw DeMarzo and Hill. And they had a little coming together, and and they collected the 22. Looked like he was trying to get turned around before the field came around, and just did not happen in time. DeMarzo now he's the last car running in the order, and he's now one lap down. Now pulling it onto the pit road here. Might be getting a little work done on the 5 machine. Looking for his pit stall. Look there, he finally made it. Now he used a fast repair, one of his 2 fast repairs, and going to get some tires. That'll probably help him, but I tell you, it's such tight quarters here racing here at Lanier. The tires are one thing, but you got to stay out of trouble and not get caught up in something either. And now he's down and away, making his way back off of pit road. Meanwhile, there's your leader, Edwards, coming out of turn 4. And let's see, I think we should be going green next time around. Yeah, lights are out on the pace car, so we're all set to go again, lap 68. And here we go, restart once again. Let's look at that rear shot there, and he's definitely getting away from the rest of the field. Looks like he's got Gordon there and Kenyon wrestling to stay with him. They are starting to lose a little bit of ground. Kenyon, he was up there at second position. I believe he was gotten past the 22, and now he's looking to try to attack once again. Got the 911 of Ryan Kurlacki trying to get into the mix. Oh, and it looks like Kenyon just did make a small contact with the wall. It's allowing Kurlacki to get on the inside. The 29's in trouble now. He's going to have to give up that position to the 911 at the moment. Kurlacki now third position. Meanwhile, Edwards is checking out. Kurlacki's already over a second and a half behind him as he tries to run down to 22 of Michael Gordon. Anyway, a little further back, there's Mark Royer. He's made his way back up to the 5th spot. He was already back in ninth and trying to get back up in the action here. Oh, it looks like the 22 and there was that the 911 got together. Oh, and he collected the 36. Caution out here on lap 75. Edwards, of course, was well clear of all of that. That's going to put Curtis Kenyon in second position. Royer still rolling there in third. Pretty tough little cars, and of course they're not going super fast, so even if they make a collision, it's not really tearing the car up too much, which is probably a good thing. Consider how many times we've seen folks have it coming together here tonight. Let's see. It looks like Hill, he's on pit road. Royer, he's making his. He's decided to go on in. Yep. He's in. Michael Hill's in. Mitchell Gordon, he's on his way in the 22 machine there. Making his way around to his pit stall. Or actually, he might. I'm wondering if he already been to his pit stall. Oh, there he is. There he finally made it. It's weird. It's almost like they entered pit road and had to drive all the way around just to get back to their pit stall where the pit entry is there. I think he's taking on a little bit of fuel each time just to keep that ballast. Use that fuel, the weight of that fuel as a ballast on the car to keep the handling at a certain point where they want to have it. Of course, if they were to go a really long ways, that handling is definitely going to change as the car gets lighter. Now he's making his way back through the field as they reorder and get everybody in position here. Lights are out on the pace car. I believe he's going to be pulling in this time around. Well, maybe not. Okay, they're going down the backstretch here. It'll be lap 82 when they cross the line for the restart. Pace car is in, waiting for that green flag. We've got it. Edwards leads them once again. There's Curtis Kenyon trying to catch that 18 machine. He's got the 28 of Nathan Hall behind him. Hall's got all kinds of company. Kenyon can't quite get close to Edwards just yet, flirting with the half a second gap there. Meanwhile, the 28 of Nathan Hall, boy, he's got a lot of fast guys behind him. There's the 36 of Royer trying to find a way around the 28 car. Looks like he might get a nose on the inside this time as they go down to turn one. Give that position to the 36, Mark Royer. Now setting his sights on Curtis Kenyon in the 29 machine. Kenyon putting up a good battle now to keep the 36 behind him there. You can see the other two leaders, though, they have checked out a bit. There's one of those tracks that's definitely a rhythm track. You got to get in the rhythm, and you can see him slowly start to work on the 29 there of Curtis Kenyon. Like this time he might have that lap car might help him out and block the position of Kenyon there on the outside, and now he's just using that lap car just to get around the 29. The lap car does move out of the way, but still, it's, you know, we do have a caution. Something happened, and looks like it might involve the 37 of Nick King. He might have spun around. Let's go back on the replay here, see what we can see here. It's coming out of the turn there. Going into turns 3 and 4, and he did get a little help there from the 43, and didn't hit anything, but definitely had a little help going around. Let's take it live once again here. Curtis Kenyon now on pit road. Nathan Hall also on pit road. Tyler Holden in. Along with the 22 of Mitchell Gordon in once again. Edward still your leader with the 36 of Mark Royer. And there, Royer whips in at the last second there. I'm thinking he's going to probably put another splash of fuel in that 36 car. Now lap 93. This race is going by very quickly here in Lanier. We want you all to keep in mind, you know, we have racing all week long here at Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to join us on Thursday for the Midwest Winston Cup Series. Then Saturday night racing with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. And Sunday afternoon, the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, right here on Rice Motorsports TV. I also want to thank our sponsors, DeMarzo's Gears and FN Graphics and Hyde's Pride Leather and Sheepskin for their support here in their inaugural season here for the USA Super Late Model Series. Okay, lights are out on the pace car. Edwards trying to hold on to that lead. Going green once again. Boy, that was quick. It went green and immediately went, not sure what happened there. Looks like maybe Hall might have been involved, perhaps. Or it says Mike. It was showing Michael Hill might have had something to do with that. Let's go back on the replay here, see if we can see. Here we are getting ready for the there we go, the 42 of Hill. This was on the restart here. I mean, that was super quick. It went green and immediately went yellow. It'll be interesting to see what happened here. See, there's the pace car getting ready to go in, I believe. Now they're going on the backstretch, so I think he'll be turning in right now, just about, and see what happened with these guys. And he got going, and turn 1. Don't see what happened there to bring out the caution. You can see they immediately slowed down. So, yeah, your guess is good as mine, though, what happened that particular time. And yet here, Michael Hill is showing your leader here. Where's, let's see, Robert Duryea. He's second. And Austin Edwards decided to go ahead and pit. Not sure if he's going to take some tires or what. It looked like he's just coming out of pit road. So whatever we didn't see exactly whatever it is he had done while he was in there. And that's going to put him just like we saw with Royer. Got him at the back of the pack now. Last car in the lead lap in 9th position. Michael Hill at the front. Here comes the green flag for the restart. Lap of 101. 49 laps to go, folks. Hall, Duryea, and Royer there. And there's a battle for second place there. Royer was not going to be denied as he moves back to the second spot. Time to draw a bead now on that 42 of Harris. I'm sorry, of Hill, Michael Hill. Oh, got a caution. Caution lap 104. Oh boy, they're piling up back there. See, that was let's see, DeMarzo. So it looked like maybe King might have been involved in it as well. Let's go back here with King and see if we can see from his viewpoint what happened. We're going to slow it down and go on his rooftop here and see if something's happening in front of him. Oh, there they are, and they're spinning in front of him, and he's just going to be one of the guys slowing down, trying to not run into that whole pile. Wow, and it's like, where do you go? There's like no place to go. 911 on the inside, can't go that way. He did get it checked up, so he didn't run into the back of the 37. Let's take it back live here. Hill is the leader, and Mark Roy is right there. Made it, right back up to the front. Austin Edwards now, he up to 7th position. He restarted 9th and picked up a couple of spots, trying to make his way back through the field. He's still got a little bit of a ways to go. He's got time to get there, and probably would help if they stayed green, because obviously the pace laps do count, and that's not going to track this short. It doesn't take that long to rattle off these laps, and any laps you lose under caution here, it's just going to make it that much harder for you to get back to the front. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green on lap 109. Pace car is in, and we're racing once again. Royer trying hard for that top spot there. Going to make a pass on the outside of the 42 machine if it doesn't squeeze him down. And here comes the 41 on the inside, and boy, that got Royer, the 42 spinning. Everybody's wrecking. Let's see. Royer, he is just back at the back once again, now 10th spot. Gordon made it through. Actually, Edwards made it through that. He's up to the third or second spot. And looks like Edwards is not sure what's going on there. Oh, he's just catching up to the pace car. Okay. Here comes the rest of the field. I think he's getting back to where he's supposed to be, third position there. Now one lap, 112 of 150. See Michael Hill's on pit road. Bit of damage on that 42 car. Royer's on his way out. Royer, he's the last car on the lead lap. Boy, he's back there once again, and he's going to have to fight to get back up the front once again. And boy, I tell you, he's seriously running out of time because don't want to let this thing go down too far, because it does take some time to work your way through that field. Mark Royer definitely got his work cut out for him. 41 of Tyler Holden, now your leader. Lights are out on the pace car. They're making their way down the backstretch now. It'll be lap 115 on the restart. Laps definitely ticking away here at Lanier. we go. Restart lap 115. Tyler Holden trying to hold on now. He's got the 29 of Curtis Kenyon right on him. There's Edwards right behind them. Edwards making a look on the inside of the 29. He's going to drive right under him there. Got his focus. Oh, and there goes the Tyler Holden scraping the wall. He manages to not lose no more than one position. Got the leader back to 18 there. But now he's got a little bit of trouble because here comes the 29. He'll drive right up underneath the 41. And now he falls back to third spot. His handling might be off just a little bit. Further back now, there's Gordon. He's running in fourth. There's Royer working on Korlacki there in the 911. Now he's up to sixth spot, trying to make his way to the front. Edwards is marching away from Kenyon, 1.8 seconds at the moment. And boy, I tell you, only 28, 27 laps to go in this event. Royer, he's going to need this thing to stay green if he can get around. The 911 of Korlacki is not making it easy at all. Trying to find a way. Boy, he got close that time. Now he finally gets around Korlacki. Now working on the 22 of Mitchell Gordon. Gordon ran a little wide there that time. Boy, he's opening the door for Royer. Royer's going to got right up there next to him, next to his door. Let's see if he can hold on. This is what Royer needs, is a good green flag run. They're now at lap 128. He's clearly in the fourth spot now. He's got Tyler Holden in his sights. Oh, now he makes a move to the inside of the 41. And he's bringing the Curtis Kenyon right along with, I'm sorry. No, he's all by himself there. There's Austin Edwards. But Royer, he's definitely into the third spot now, past Brian Korlacki. Korlacki doesn't want to let go of that position. He's trying to hold on there to the 36. Now 134 of 150. And Royer, he's still a second and a half behind Curtis Kenyon, who's in second spot. And Austin Edwards, your leader, he's over a half second ahead of Kenyon. So time is quickly running out for the 36 to get back up there. There's Kenyon. You can see, go to roof cam here. You can see how far behind. Well, you can't even see the leader now. I'm not sure. Wow. On the track this short, even a half second. Now it's actually Not sure what's going on there. It's showing Edwards like as if he's not on the lead ahead of everybody else. It's almost like they're on the tail end of the lead lap. He's so far ahead. He's like 7 seconds behind Kenyon. That's why all of their names are in blue, because the software is interpreting that they're about to go a lap down, because it only takes about 12 seconds, just under 13 seconds to turn a lap here at Lanier. And Austin Edwards, he's quickly coming up on some guys and getting ready to put them a lap down. There's the 41. And he just put Holden. Holden is now 1 lap down, so that's Gordon in front of him. He's about to put him a lap down. So he has lapped up to fourth position. Korlacki, he's showing in blue, but he's at the tail end of the lead lap. Only 4 cars on the lead lap at this point. And he's there, and Korlacki's right there. Korlacki battling with Royer and Gordon there. Well, I should say Royer, Kenyon, and Korlacki are the 3 that are battling right there. And they don't have the leader right up on them just yet. And you can see the leader. Oh, and somebody got a little crazy there. That's Curtis Kenyon, and right behind Kenyon, that brown car back there, that's your leader, Austin Edwards. Only 5 laps to go, and boy, he might lap the entire field. Oh, we have a caution. And that saved those guys, keep them on the lead lap. Looks like it might be Tyler Holden here. Holden going slowly here. Let's look at the replay and see what we have. Let's click. It's showing a replay. I'm not sure what's. Let's fast forward it a little bit here. Not sure why that would bring out the caution. We'll just go ahead and bring it live here. Edwards, your leader. Mark Royer, Brian Korlacki, and Curtis Kenyon. Okay, there's some guys got to wave around there to get the field reset properly here. There's Royer there. He's got a couple of lap cars in front of him, one being A.J. DiMarzo in that 5 car, which I think will probably get a wave around, you would think. Now, that's an interesting setup there, because your leader is ahead of them, so if they're not in front of the leader, they wouldn't. If they were between the leader and the pace car, then they'd get a wave around, but that's not the case here. Because we've got Mark Royer there, and then as DiMarzo, who's 1 lap down. Looks like he might go ahead and get his wave around though, so should get back on the lead lap here, and that puts Royer right up to the bumper of Austin Edwards. And this is pretty much going to be a green-white checker here. We're showing lap 150, and we're extending laps now, 150 of 151. And a lot of the cautions have just been a little bit guys getting into each other just a little bit, but otherwise pretty good racing. Pace cars in, and here we go. This will be for all the marbles, boys and girls. Edwards trying to hold on. Excellent restart. Royer just can't do anything with that 18. He's got a bit of trouble there trying to hold off 911 of Brian Korlacki. But it's not going to matter right now as they make their way through turns 3 and 4. And checker flags are out for number 18, Austin Edwards. He crosses the line in first and does a little tail spin there and keeps it going. Man, I know he's a pretty excited guy there. Austin Edwards, your winner, folks. And it doesn't look like any of the guys are in the chat tonight, so we really won't get a chance to talk to anybody. Really, don't see anybody in the chat server. So yeah, we'll just have to leave it there, and but we'll go ahead and bring up this finishing order here for you. And Austin Edwards, your winner. Mark Royer second. Brian Karlacki third. Curtis Kenyon fourth. Tyler Holden in fifth position. Michael Hill sixth. AJ DeMarzo seventh position. In eighth, we have Michael Gordon. Nick King in ninth. Nathan Hall rounds out the top 10, followed by Robert Duryea in 11th. Austin Teal 12th. Jason Walton 13th position. Marty Robert rounds out the field in 14th. And actually, it looks like we have had some folks join us in the booth here. Edwards is not here, but we do have second place Royer and the third place Karlacki. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Well, I tell you,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and yeah, man, I tell you, that was a wild ride there tonight, and but you managed to hold on and get there to that top spot. Not top spot, but next to the top there.
Yeah, Edwards is on the rail. You saw him in that last. Restart. He just pulled away, and I had all I could do to keep Karlacki behind me there. But yeah, it was a good race the whole way. We had a lot of fun. It was man, it was tough through the middle there. Spent a lot of time banging out dents in the pit road tonight, trying to stay on lead lap and not go down.
10-4. Was that what you were doing each time you went to pit road? I was wondering if maybe you were taking on some fuel to kind of adjust the handling on the car, or were you just getting the fenders knocked out on it?
Yeah, I was trying to adjust the handling. I was trying to get the fenders away from the tire.
Right.
And but no, I was trying to stay out of trouble, and I just couldn't do it. It seemed like every time something happened, it was right there with me.
Yeah, I tell you, one time you had gotten back to 9th, and then you got knocked back to 10th, and you raced your way back through the field, and yeah, man, but great effort tonight, and just about got it, and overall, not a bad run for the season finale here for you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? And we might have lost Mark there.
Yeah, DeMazzo's gears. Yes. What's that?
Oh yeah, I didn't know if you could hear me or not. And we were going to talk to Edwards, but it looks like he's got his mic muted, so we won't. Is he there?
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily. There you go. Hey, man, congratulations, man. I tell you, yeah, you kind of the class of the field there tonight, and managed to stay out of trouble long enough to get back up to the front. And once you got that front, it was just clear sailing for you.
Oh, absolutely. It was a little bit of a challenge having to dodge a couple of those wrecks that happened near the back of the field that ended up collecting the front end, and had a little bit of left front fender damage there at the beginning of that race, but I pushed through that for the first half, and then was able to come and pit, get a quick repair, get a fresh set of tires, and then kind of make my way back to the field slowly, one by one, dodging another big wreck there. But at the end of the day, it's always a lot of fun racing with these guys. We're all the most respectful group of racers you'll ever race, and a lot of fun with them as it always is. So big thanks to Team RVM, Austin Thiel, for putting this rocket ship car together. Sad to see he got disqualified tonight, but everyone who puts this thing on, it's a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Great way to kick off the end of the season.
10-4, man. And anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
No, sir. That will be all.
Okay, then. Well, congratulations, and we'll move right along here. I think we have Brian Karlacki here with us as well. Hey, Brian, I tell you, man, it was an interesting race there for you tonight. Brian, you got a copy? And we might not have Brian. He's in here with us, but his mic's not muted, but he's not in here with us, so I might not be able to speak with him. And so we'll go ahead and just go ahead and move on here. And And that will be it for tonight. And I tell you, it's been a great race, and we're glad you were able to join us this evening here for the USA Super Late Model Series, the season finale here at Lanier National Speedway. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know the next time we go live. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.